Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from Togwaggle trying to make a meme of the past reappear, even in the shadow of its original form. The old Firebat Elemental Dream, getting those Nomi buffs, getting elementals in the tavern, getting a Firebat, and then consuming all those giant stats all into those big demons. It's a beautiful line when it works out. It's a lot harder now that Hamul isn't a card. But even if you get it in a, we'll call it a secondary form, you can put balls on the board, you can absorb stats, you can sell the balls later on, and you can take increased scaling. It may not be the amazing version it used to be, but it's still a lot of fun to pull off. All right, enjoy. No. If you were thinking financially you should be a poker player, you should reevaluate your finances. This is not a good board. Would you prefer quests or buddies back? Hell no. Why? Because new is better. New, way more interesting than playing the same thing again and again. And you might be saying, but Bofur, the vanilla game is the same thing over and over again. Agreed. And I think the game's better with quests in than without quests in. But if it's a question of permanently keeping quests or having a downtime and then a new system added at a later point, I prefer the downtime and the new system being added. Quests make the game less interesting. Quests make the game more autoplay over time because they get too solved. But initially, they're a lot of fun when you're figuring things out. The first 1,000 games or whatever you play with it are pretty fun. It just gets really saturated. Plus you have to stream on a delay, which makes it difficult to talk to chat. I mean, you should stream on a delay playing any strategy game. Anything against other people, but doesn't mean we do. Acceptable enough. All right, you are going to be on the board. And then it's a question of what you do with the Stoneborn. I guess it's you, probably. Because I don't value the Roadborn much. We actually have... This light spawn's pretty nasty, actually. Yeah. It's one attack. I hate it. I know, chat. I do. I'm here. I can see it too. Guaranteed procs is worth it. I mean, it's no more guaranteed number of procs by doing this as taunting this or this. It's only one minion that's taunted. In fact, having this thing that's more likely to die in position 1 and taunting a different thing is probably more procs on average. For leveling the Ellie, I agree. I'm saying that's exactly what I'm talking about. This thing being taunted does not make it more likely that this thing gets 2 procs than this thing being taunted or this thing being taunted. In fact, it makes it less likely. Because this thing value trades, the other things don't. Nice. Poggers. We'll take it. We want this board, right? Farm light spawn, do your thing. Wins 8%er says I'll take it. Does that look like a win to you, bro? Does that look like a W? Do you see the dealing 0 damage? What part of that looks like the win? Looks more like the tie, which is a 38%er. Talk about disingenuous arguments right there. You gotta work with what the numbers are if you're gonna make a statement like that. Tie's a win? I mean, it's literally a 38%er then. We aren't just making up numbers out of nowhere. It's literally a 38%er. That's why it's 38. Yo, in the Delpha. Thank you so much for the raid. The 76. I appreciate the support. Appreciate the love. Oh, man. What is happening here? Oh, we're definitely taking this. I want a level. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. Swing and a miss here. No elemental, no gold. So you're gone. Which means we're not going to play the recycling rate this turn, right? We're going to play the light spawn. We're either not going to play the Rendell and go for full procs, or we're not going to play the Icky Imp. Okay, so we're just not going to play the Rendell. Because this is all going to the board. Because you're going down. You're going down. You're going down. It's going down, chat. That's a lot of shit. Houndmaster? Houndmaster has a battle cry value. The other ones don't. It's not like I'm ever putting the Divine Shield on the board or something. Open with Handless. It's more likely that this thing can die before Handless dies 3 times before this dies. Like this. To open up the board space. Then this thing can die, now that we have the open board space. Why do you have a Fell Stomper? Could you just, like, leave the Fell Stomper at home, please? I don't like Mr. Fell Stomper stomping on my game. Mean. Madge. Loses 15%er to a 6-star. Now who wants to comment in chat? Oh, I think our buffs are pretty good right now. What do you think? Yes, those are pretty big minions. I'll take it. Alright, I like it. I don't really value Fellemental. I value you. Those are stats? Those are stats indeed. No, you. I think we're just gonna play these two. Call it a day. Try to milk off everything else. Should have taken the roll first. And then bank the free reroll for next turn. In hindsight. One more turn of farm there in last place. Yeah, I'm keeping most of it. I'm not going to keep all of it. I'm not going to go lose the round voluntarily. The likelihood that you get the 3 times minions off of the imp is real low. And the likelihood that you get full value from all of it is also really low. So like keeping the core minions up front that are 3 for 1 makes sense. And then we'll just play a small amount of power. So that way we don't just hemorrhage health. Going first was kind of huge here because you killed us off the rip. No. Not my favorite hit. Not my favorite hit either. That one was good. Acceptable. Coin flippies. Still small loss. Yeah, the people that are lower health are usually the strongest people in the lobby. That's just the way Battlegrounds works. Like, the idea that, like, people that are low health are weak is, like, a super, super flawed concept. How many rerolls we got? Where Nomi? That one's pretty good. I like that one. Like, are we the weakest person in this lobby? Dare Nomi. Look at that board. What is this board? This is bullshit. I don't even know what to say about this. This is just silly. I should play you the board. Small mistakes here. Because I want to do this, and I want to put you down at the end. I wish... Yeah, I'll do that one. I was going to say, I wish I could put the Murloc down too. This is illegal? This is way better for the future. Now we'll just consolidate stats. I wish we could have the Murloc. Never mind, this is great. It's a good one. Good line. But Bob, I want it. It's only turned 10. We can afford this, right? Take the imp. Yeah, except we can't reliably get consumes onto the imp. Like, you can't have a board full of elementals reliably to eat each turn. So, like, sure feels like I just pick up the imp because it's the smallest thing to eat, and that's just the end of the turn. Because we're not going to get better than a third of the board being elementals here. We consume, we sell this off next turn. We hope it lands on this thing, or at least this thing. One of these two. Nice. If only we could have the Trickster getting the ball buff, or the consume buffs into elementals reliably. It would be a better minion. It's just not feasible. Possible, yes. Feasible, no. 75% to lethal him. Let's make sure we don't hit that. Level for Hamul. If only. Live by the Nomi. Die by the Nomi. It is the way. I don't give a shit about a ghoul. A ghoul, you say? Who wants a ghoul? Trash. At least there's an elemental there. Just gotta get a little lucky about it. We can keep looking to try to get the ball triple too. Alternatively, we take the rerolls by selling this off right now. Yeah, I think so. That's better. Nomi always eats the balls. Job protection. Job security. All right, we got one of them. One of the two. We gotta watch out for that job security. Never take it for granted. If the Nomi doesn't eat the ball, then the Nomi's gonna get sold. And we can't be having that. Look at Firebat go. It's an old school comp. It's not really a thing anymore, but we're gonna make it into a thing, damn it. I don't care if it's bad. I want it to happen. All right, here or here? Trash. Here, 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 actually. Bird. Uh-oh, Nomi. Oh no. You gotta watch out. It's a good card. Where were you all game? I'm gonna take the rolls at this point. Yeah, you're not coming back after that. No, sir. It's a good board, but we don't want to waste this many rerolls on it. Trash. Not trash. Is it freezable? So it's only this minion that we would buy. We would sell through here if we buy this minion to look for the triple on it. Net positive freeze? No, only this one. And so for the consume happening, it doesn't really change the fact that on average that board's better than the next board. The fact that we have two rerolls still in hand does make it a little bit different than the typical calculation, but not by much. A 4 out of 5 chance to get net positive gold is worth it. Net even gold on the other one, but that doesn't matter. You don't freeze for net even gold because it goes negative. Who are we dealing with at the end? Undead or undead? This is more like it. Turn 12, top 2. This is the meta I remember. You could argue hero powering on that board. Just side grading right now. Trash. At this point, it's just worth picking up anything because we're going to have to replace the slot anyway. And if it's net even, at 5 gold, this is kind of awkward because if we sell and we miss, then we can just dead roll. Like that. I mean, this isn't actually a dead roll, but... Do we like taunt better than anything? No. That's sad. All we did was side grade this turn. Boo. We're just looking for triples, but it was really hard for us to triple in this game. By selling Nomi, I mean, we're never really playing things to cycle to make a bigger Nomi buff and then replacing things on the board. We could be like 57-57 this turn instead of 53-53. But really we wanted to keep around anything that was a pair for a couple of rolls to try to find a triple so we could turn something into 150-ish. Or find another wildfire, find another cyclone. Or find a cyclone for that matter. Or ball. Could take scout and hold. Yeah, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it compared to rolling. There's no elementals on that board for the consume. On top of that, you only buy a couple specific minions. So we don't keep that just because it's potentially net positive gold. I think we got him. I think that's enough. I mean, I don't love that cleave, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We gotta go gain. He's got an ice block. Curious, Bofur, what's the biggest and memeiest brain fart moment you had? No idea. Not a clue. That's something that sticks with me. Good. Feed the bat. Yes. Wonderful. The bat is hungry. No. Oops. We had one more reroll, didn't we? Bad player. Well, these are all practically irrelevant. Okie dokie. Okie dokie then. That'll do. Put all the shields and cleaves we can on the board. Auto defense? McCleave! GG? GG! Gotta refocus the dog cam for you guys. Cute M in the background. Celebratory dog. We could do a celebratory dog pet. So, it turns out that getting like 16/16 buff by turn 8, whatever that was, off the light spawns was plenty to turn the corner on. Kind of crazy. That was a lot of stats. Celebratory dog pet while we queue the next game. GG. That's my girl. Bundled up, huddled up into a ball under her tail.